Alright, two dumb questions I gotta ask. One, is this show considered anime? Because there's like some anime inspiration I see. Got a few bits here and there. And question number two, could I be a waterbender? Or a firebender? I don't know. Alright, with that being said, hello everyone, welcome back to another movie review on the channel. Well, this is going to be another movie review and series review. Well, the last time I did something like this was with the Percy Jackson double movie review and series. This time, I'm just reviewing one movie. But the next time you're going to see a video similar like that will be the Ted one. That was originally going to be separate. I was going to do those separately, but since I did Percy Jackson, combining the series and the double movie review into one video, that's what I'm going to do. And honestly, that is going to help out a lot than just doing it separately. But for this video, we're going to be talking about Avatar The Last Airbender, mainly Season 1. I still got to watch Season 2 and 3. And then we'll get right into that in a sec. So yeah, with Avatar The Last Airbender coming to Netflix, as that is the second live-action adaptation we've gotten since the last time we had one was back in 2010, which we're going to talk about that movie in a sec. I figured this would be the perfect time just to talk about Avatar The Last Airbender. And here's my background history with it. Yes, I've of course seen the series. It would be kind of crazy and dumb if I've never at least watched one episode. Yeah, I definitely have probably seen a few episodes as a kid. Don't know if I've seen the entire series as a whole, which that's what I'm technically doing right now. Well, I haven't gotten started watching Season 2 yet because I wanted to just do this. I mean, technically I could have talked about 3 seasons on here, but that's probably going to be a separate video for another time once I have the chance. Right now we're only talking about Book 1, which would be Water, for both Season 1 and the freaking movie. But the live action series on Netflix is also going to cover Book 1, but still, yeah, I'll talk about my thoughts about that later. But since the Netflix show is coming out, yeah, I figured it'd just be fun just to talk about Season 1, but also the movie that we're gonna get to in a sec. But still, yeah, of course I've seen the show as a kid. It's been a while, I'll admit. I don't know when was the last time I watched it. I just remember watching it as a kid on Nicktoons? Or is it Teens? I don't know. There was like 3 separate Nickelodeon channels. There was Nick Jr., then Nicktoons. Does Nicktoons still exist? But yeah, let's talk about my quick thoughts on Season 1, which this could be a little tricky since it's been like a couple of weeks since I finished watching Season 1. Like I said, I haven't got started on Season 2, but I will once, probably after I watch the Avatar series, which, stay tuned for my review on that, which will be next Monday, because I'm going to spend the entire weekend binge watching all 8 episodes. So yeah, I'm aware there's a huge, massive fan base around Avatar The Last Airbender. And yeah, I remember liking it as a kid, but I guess I didn't know, like, why everyone loved it so much. Like, okay, this is a kid show. But then again, there's like a few kid shows that has like peak writing or just straight up peak. And one that would happen to be Clone Wars, because that's technically a kid show, but having to binge watch all 7 seasons during quarantine, I understood why so many fans enjoyed it, because Clone Wars just happened to be one of the best shows out there. Well, not that I'm saying it is the best show, just it's one of. I don't know what has the #1 crown for best TV shows of all time, but Avatar The Last Airbender would definitely be one of them, because as I binge watched all 20 episodes, I'm completely blown away, because, yeah, I liked it as a kid, still do to this day, but having to watch it now, being a little older, having to understand some bits here and there, I'm just, not gonna lie, I'm impressed with this series, like, well, mainly Season 1, I haven't finished the entire series yet, I got 2 more seasons to go, but still, like, no, for a kid show, this is peak writing here, like, I don't know where to begin on this, I just was blown away to how truly good this was. Like, all I got was, like, this is just basically Clone Wars. Well, how do I explain this? What I mean by that is that this show is just as good as Clone Wars. I mean, both are kid TV series, but have good writing. And want to know what I had just realized when I was watching the end credits? 2 of these shows were made by one dude that, well, in other words, there's a producer or writer, I think, or both. Still, there's a writer that's worked on both projects, and his name would be Dave freaking Filoni, who worked on the Ahsoka show, which I gotta talk about my thoughts on that. I don't know why I didn't talk about that when that was coming out last year. But no, that explains why Avatar: Last Airbender is just so damn good. Because of Dave Filoni, he's worked on a few episodes here and there. Like, I didn't even know he worked on Avatar: Last Airbender. In fact, he worked on this before working on Clone Wars. But let's start off with the pros I got going on. So, of course, I enjoyed the trio we had for this series, which would be Aang, Katana, and then Sokka. Hopefully I pronounced those names correctly, which I'm gonna explain why I know I have trouble pronouncing names, but let's just say the name pronunciation has to do with what I'm gonna talk about later with the freaking movie. But yeah, I enjoyed their dynamic with each other throughout all 20 episodes. And each of them do have good character arcs or character developments going on throughout the entirety of Season 1. With Aang, who finds out he's the next Avatar and then kind of just flees because he's just not ready since he is about like 12 years old. But as he ran away, he gets struck by lightning. Well, not literally, but just he's out in the middle of a storm. He kind of gets hit. He and Ampa. That's the big giant monster creature's name, right? Ampa? Oh god, I don't tell me I forgot the name for that thing! Ah! So they both kind of go under the sea. Under the sea. No, I'm getting distracted. Still, they get struck by lightning, and then Aang activates his Avatar ability power as he has an arrow on his forehead. And yeah, he basically hibernates in a crystal ice ball for over 100 years. This kid is 112 years old, and I guess before or during that time, the war had begun with the Fire Nation wanting to just basically destroy everything and just be superior. Which, yeah, those are pretty much the main villains of this series. Well, we do have a Thanos villain in here, and it would be Zuko's dad, the Emperor, or the Fire Emperor? Okay, probably should have taken notes for this, but still. The Fire Emperor is pretty much the Thanos of this series, because even though I've seen this show before, I know a few story plot lines here and there. Like, one, I am aware that Zuko turns good later on. I'm assuming that's probably going to be either Season 2 or 3. Which, speaking about Zuko, no, Zuko was kind of a badass in this season. I mean, sure, he's kind of a little bit of a teenage brat, but we get, like, a backstory to how he not only got his eye burnt, but why he's after the Avatar since he was banished from his home from his dad. In other words, thanks to him not finding his dad because he spoke up about something, he got his eye burnt and was kicked out of his own house from his dad. And the only way he can reclaim his honor is if he captures the Avatar. He also has an opponent trying to beat him on trying to capture the Avatar, which would be Commander... Okay, oh my god, is this good? I remember most of these names, I swear! Commander Zhao. I think that's close enough. Still, Commander Zhao would basically be, he's another bad guy, but still, he's basically an antagonist for Zuko, but also for Aang, Katana, and, Sokka, since, like, the Fire Nation is trying to capture the freaking Avatar because the Avatar is the only person that can defeat the Fire Nation because the Avatar controls all 4 elements, which would be
water, earth, fire, air.
And speaking of which, Aang finds out that he's the last Airbender, therefore he has a guilt thing going on throughout almost the entire season, I think. But still, he's got a good guilt thing going on. As for Katana, she wants to learn to become a waterbender, as she can do a little bit here and there, but hasn't fully mastered it yet. As for Sokka, apparently he's kind of a bit of a sexist dude, but then I'm guessing he's a little nice towards women later on? I don't know. What I do know is that he's a little bit sexist in the show, but they do change that up a bit in the live action one, which has some fans kind of like worried, but I'll tell you this. The only thing I want from the Netflix show is just that they follow the damn source material and that they do a much better job than the movie, which we're going to talk about that in a sec. Still, basically the trio have good character development throughout Season 1, especially Zuko, who's been trying to work his ass off capturing the freaking Avatar. But yeah, basically all 3 trio have good character development along with Zuko, but the MVP of the show has to be Zuko's uncle. I mean, I could have sworn I remember him being like a bad dude, but don't see no evilness in him, except for maybe Commander Zhao. No, definitely Commander Zhao, but most likely the dad as well, which would be the Fire Emperor. But I don't know. I guess I probably would have thought of that because he is Fire Nation. The Fire Nation are the bad guys that apparently wanted to hurt, apparently just wanted to be bad for some reason. I mean, I guess you gotta have a villain for a story. But yeah, the Avatar is not only supposed to defeat the Fire Nation, but also bring balance to life. But also water, fire, air, earth, just all that. But I definitely enjoyed the last few episodes, which were mainly, throughout this entire season, they're trying to get to a certain place so that both Aang and Katana can learn waterbending, because Aang's supposed to master all 3 elements, and he's an airbender. He already knows how to airbend, so he's got that checked off. He just needs to learn about water, earth, and then fire. So yeah, they head to this location, which will be the north, damn it. Oh, I forgot! But yeah, they basically head to the north just to find another tribe of waterbenders, but also so that Aang and Katana can learn how to waterbend, but mainly Aang to master his water abilities in order to defeat the Fire Nation. No, the last few episodes were definitely pretty awesome, but the only nitpicks I would have for this show, well, mainly for this season, would just be, there are some filler episodes here and there. I don't know how many exactly, but just, yeah, there were just some filler episodes, okay, yeah, that was a filler episode, but not bad, just a quick break from, the main story we're following, but really, that's just only nitpicks I have. Just, there are some filler episodes, but overall, season 1 was pretty good, and it's ending around the season finale. Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to see what happens next in book 2, which will be Earth. In other words, season 2, I'm kind of just craving, I kind of want to watch, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to watch season 2 right now, but I'll probably do that just right after I watch the show. Just, right now I have too many shows I'm trying to binge watch. Later this week, I'm going to not only watch the Netflix show, but also try to watch Bad Batch season 2, because, season 3 just came out today, which, by the way, my reaction is out now, so be sure to check that out, but, oh, wait, I just realized, I don't know if you're going to see this either tonight or tomorrow, which, yeah, the show comes out later tomorrow. Well, not later. It'll come out right at midnight, which, if I'm up at 12, I'm most likely going to be watching the first 2 episodes and then probably go to bed at 2. Which isn't great, but hey, I'm able to get up on time and catch the school bus. But yeah, overall, 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed season 1. I can understand why so many people love Avatar: The Last Airbender, and yeah, no, this is definitely one of the best shows out there, but we shall see once I watch the next 2 seasons, which probably won't matter because I already know the show is legit the best, on the best list of TV shows of all time. I mean, just, still, either way, the show is peak. And with that out of the way, now let's talk about the frickin' movie, The Last Airbender. Oh, dear God, help me. Alright, 2 things I've been aware about. 1, I was aware that there was a movie for this that I have seen either once or twice. I don't know how many times exactly. I just know I remember seeing this, whether it was once or twice. Either way, I remember watching it. As in, yeah, I've seen it. I watched it a couple of years ago. Don't remember much. It's been a while. And another thing, I'm aware that many people hate this movie. And, having to watch it, I can understand why. As soon as I was done watching season 1, I kind of jumped into the movie because I don't know, just before going into the movie, even though I've already seen it, I was expecting to somewhat like it. I mean, I know that it's bad, but I sometimes like bad movies, depending what the movie is, of course, but I don't know. I did have, maybe low expectations or something, but just, I expected to somewhat enjoy it. Okay, I'm aware not many people like this, but this should be fine for me. I kind of have a thing for bad movies. I mean, for example, Morbius is a bad movie. Yeah, I somewhat like that. Don't know if that's a good example, but still. I don't know. I just I just expected to somewhat have a good time with it, but, oh Oh, dear God, was I so wrong. Like, no, just... Oh my God. I don't think I've ever felt this way with a movie before. Like, I don't know what was the last time I felt this way. Whether it was for a movie like, no, oh my God, I did not follow the source material, or like, oh wow, that movie was bad. Whether that would have been Cuties from 2020, which I do not know. No, oh my God, I just had to bring that damn name up. So though, just oh my God, no. No, I now see why. No, I could fully understand why this movie was so bad. And I'm shocked that like, no, I expected to maybe like it, but boy was I freaking wrong, because I mean, there's some moments like, okay, yeah, I could see it, but should be fine. But later down the line, I think, I don't know what scene just made me just go, oh, okay. You now lost me. Oh God, no, stop. No, stop. Stop. I think it was probably when Aang is trying to help out the Earthbenders escape from the Fire Nation, as in the show, they're surrounded by nothing but metal, but in the movie, they're literally surrounded by the one thing they could use just to whoop these Fire Nation's asses. Oh my God. For once, I did not, like, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I probably don't need to explain. Y'all probably can understand how I feel. But, like, I never felt like this with a movie, but for once, I was actually frustrated with the movie. I mean, there's some movies I've been frustrated, like, for example, the Sony Spider-Man movies with Morbius or Madam Web. But no, this... Oh my God, no. I don't ever want to watch this movie again, because they had done so many things wrong. Like, did they not follow the source material? I am aware who is the director of this movie, which will be M. Night Shyamalan. I'll tell you this, I have seen better movies than what he directed here, which is not much, because I've only seen his superhero Twisted Trilogy, which, by the way, I still gotta cover a review for that, but no. No, if you were to ask me which M. Night Shyamalan I prefer to watch, it'd be Glass, Unbreakable, and Split over whatever. Oh my God. I seriously can't believe they did not follow the source material, because, like, this movie's not even 2 hours, like, this movie's not that long, and they tried cramming in 20 episodes into one. Like, now, I want to say there could have been potential for this, you know, since it's a live-action movie, and it could have done well at the box office, and we could have had a trilogy based off of 3 seasons. But I don't know if I see potential there. I don't see it, because all I see is that this movie is seriously one of the worst movies I've seen. Like, holy crap. I can't believe I'm saying that now. I don't think I've ever said that on the channel, as far as I know. But no, there's just so many things they not only did not get right, but kind of ruined here. Like, no, this movie is just disrespectful to the show. Like, I had just watched 20 episodes of just nothing but peak content from a kid's show. And then, after I finished watching the last episode, I jump into the movie just to see how bad it was, just to see if I can maybe like it or not. I regret my decision, and honestly, I kind of wish I did a movie reaction for this, just so y'all could see how frustrated I got with some certain scenes here and there. Actually, not certain scenes, throughout the entire movie. Like, there are so many moments they ruined here. Like, for example, when Zuko is about to fight Commander Zhao. In the show, he does try to help him out after he's kind of defeated, but the water kind of takes him down and I guess drowns him. But in the movie, he's defeated by a bunch of waterbenders. Are you kidding me? Like, no, that was a cool moment for Zuko in the season, and they completely ruined that in here. And don't even get me started on the name mispronunciations, because, oh my God. Some folks can sometimes get my name wrong from Matthias when it's pronounced Matthias. I'm fine with that. I'm fine. Like, I mean, I'm used to it. Sure, it can be annoying, but it's not that annoying for me. But having to watch 20 episodes and watch a movie, like, no, just the name mispronunciations was bugging the hell out of me. That was probably the one thing that was annoying the absolute out of me throughout this entire movie. Because in the movie, there's just 2 mispronunciations for Aang and Sokka. In the movie, Aang is just pronounced Ong.
My name is Ong. And I'm the Avatar.
And then Sokka is pronounced Sokka. Wait, is it Sokka or... God dang it, I don't know which name is right. So you get what I'm trying to say if you have seen the movie, which, if you have, I am sorry. They had to sit through that. If you have not, don't watch the movie. That's all I gotta say. If you've seen the show, just don't watch the movie. You're gonna get so pissed off with what they get wrong in here. But you get what I'm trying to say. Like, just the many times they've said Ong, Ong, Ong. Like, for the love of God, it is not pronounced Ong. It's pronounced Aang. Like, I swear to God, I thought I was going crazy. Like, no, wait, hold on. That can't be right. I thought, isn't it pronounced Aang, not Ong? Like, it was actually driving me nuts. But yeah, remember earlier when I said that they ruined a certain moment around, like, the last episode between Zuko and Shao fighting at the North place with the water? Like, that's not the only thing they ruined in here. Like, there were so many moments ruined in here. Like, where do I begin? They didn't get some of the costume designs right. I mean, there were some cool moments or cool designs here and there, but most of it was just not accurate to the show. But seriously though, like, there are so many moments they ruined in the show, and the only one I can remember that they ruined was just between the fight scene between Zuko and Commander Zhao. I mean, I know there's certain moments, cool moments, great moments from the show that were completely ruined in this movie, but the only one I can remember is just Zuko fighting Commander Zhao. And also, there were so many cringe moments here and there. Like, I'm like, oh my God, what the hell am I watching? Why did I make the dumb decision to watch this terrible movie? And I thought the visuals were alright until they weren't. So in other words, the VFX, CGI, it's terrible. Also, Ampa, yeah, I swear that's the thing's name. I thought he looked accurate until once I got a full look at his face or what he looks freaking terrifying. Like, this design would give kids nightmares. The one from the Netflix show was much more bare and less scary and a lot more accurate. So though, I cannot believe what I just witnessed from this movie, because after watching 12 episodes of just peak content, I completely wasted my time watching this movie. Like, what? I'm completely speechless now. Like, I have so much I want to say. Alright, let's just talk about my official rating, because I don't think I have anything else to talk about other than that. This movie's terrible. They did not follow the source material, and this movie just disrespects the show. Mainly season 1. And like, I want to say there could have been potential, but honestly, I don't see how there could have been potential. And I could just give this 0 stars, but my rating is either a 1 or 2 out of 10. Either way, I don't like this movie for it not following the source material. Like, no, I don't think I could ever watch this movie again. Like, Jesus criminy. And why am I not giving it like a half star on Letterboxd? I did like some of the music, and by music I'm talking about like the soundtrack. I thought that was alright. The only thing I found cool in this movie was just the Fire Nation ships. They probably didn't look too accurate, but they kind of looked cool, but I don't know. The only positive I have is just the music. The music was, the music was alright. That's probably the one thing I liked about this movie, but no, just, oh my God. I still can't believe that M. Night Shyamalan directed this, and the way it ended, like, teasing it to be, like, I see how they were trying to do a trilogy. They obviously butchered that. Look, all I gotta say is that I pray to God that the Netflix show does a much better job at adapting this show into live action. Like, I just can't believe how many things they had gotten so wrong making this movie. They should have just followed the damn source material. So, I am, I know many people are hesitant with the Netflix show, but from what I've seen, I have high hopes, and So, like, they got the costumes accurate, and so far, I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm just praying to God it's just better than the movie, because, oh my God, I'm honestly wishing, like, I'm wishing two things. One, I'm wishing I did not watch this pile of garbage, but two, I wish I did a movie reaction for this, just so you could see how frustrated I had got. Like, just, Jesus Christ. Now that I think about it, for a while, I've wanted to have my brother do a movie reaction with me for Dragon Ball Evolution, because I am aware there's a movie of that, and that not many people enjoyed it. But if I force my brother to watch Dragon Ball Evolution, as he's seen possibly countless episodes of Dragon Ball, the way I'm feeling right now, like, I would know how he'd be feeling, because just say that I'm my brother, D'Alessandro, and I watched the Dragon Ball Evolution because I'm a massive fan of Dragon Ball. Therefore, I'm gonna watch the movie. And after I finish watching it, I react the same way I'm reacting right now. I don't know if I explained that well, but basically, if my brother had watched the Dragon Ball live-action movie, he would be feeling the same exact way I'm feeling right now. So, I don't know if I want to put him through that, because actually, though, I really wish I did not watch this movie, because I didn't even remember much other than that I've seen it before, but having to watch it again, that was a big mistake for me. So, Dave, if you're watching this, I guess you got lucky, but I'm probably doing you a favor not forcing you to watch that. I mean, I know my friend Ryan, I think he liked the movie. I could have sworn I saw his Letterboxd review. He gave like a 7 out of 10 or something. I don't know. I've not seen Dragon Ball Evolution. I've not even seen any episodes of Dragon Ball. I mean, I do plan on checking out the anime. My brother's a massive fan of Dragon Ball, so I'm probably just going to watch some episodes with him over this summer, but I don't know. If I ever watch the movie, let's just hope I don't react the same way I'm reacting now with The Last Airbender. Or worse, let's just hope I don't have the same reaction I had with how Chris Stuckman had. Yeah, with that being said, I think that's all I'm going to say. I just pray to God the Netflix show is just 10 times better, which probably, it's definitely going to be 10 times better. Hopefully, we shall see once I binge watch all 8 episodes this week. But with that being said, those are just my thoughts on not only Season 1 of Avatar The Last Airbender, but also my movie review for The Last Airbender, which... No, I don't ever want to watch that movie again. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this review, because the show is so much better than the pile of garbage movie that I had wasted my time watching. But just, yeah, I'm hoping to like the Netflix show, but I definitely would like to check out Season 2 and 3 once I have the time, of course, but just... Oh, God, just... You know what? I'll probably get my movie reaction for Dragon Ball Evolution, and it'll just be me, because I don't think I could put my brother through that, because, I mean, it would probably be funny, but then I'd be acting like a him, just for making him watch a terrible movie of a beloved franchise that he's a massive fan of. It's a good thing not all live-action adaptations are not as bad as The Last Airbender. I mean, I could go on with which ones I'm talking about. For a quick example, there's a Sonic the Hedgehog movies. I know there's a video game curse thing, but the first Sonic movie kind of broke that curse, as most of the movies have kind of been, well, following a little bit of the source material, but mainly just giving us Easter eggs. But no, yeah, the Sonic movies are definitely the best video game movies out there, which... So, you get what I'm trying to say, I guess. But anyways, with that being said, I guess you'll see this video either tonight or tomorrow, but should probably just end it here. I'm already causing storage issues, but yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in my review for Season 1 of the Netflix show for the live-action Avatar The Last Airbender series. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.